What is up, anybody out there? Hello, everybody. Hello. Trying to get some music in the background. Hold on. The Karate Kid. ¿Qué ondas? ¿Cómo estás, güey? Hola, me llama es Francisco Blanco. Just kidding. Hello, I'm FrankWhite. Live stream test. Like to check in every few days or so and see if the live stream is working here. See if anybody wants to hop on and share comments or have questions. Or better yet, make suggestions for any of my videos. You like music? Do you like parody videos? Drop suggestions for my AI unintelligence files, parody videos. It's a whole lot of fun. Drop suggestions for music. That's a whole lot of fun. Join the Discord and we can hang out and talk and create together. I welcome your comments about anything. Thank you for coming. Drop. Go ahead and drop your questions. Drop your suggestions. Cuss me out if you want to. I don't care. Thank you for coming. What you got to say? Merry Tuesday in this motherfucker. We all living. We all loving it. Hopefully you are. If anybody's checking in from wherever you're checking in, hello. Appreciate your interaction and chat. I appreciate you liking, subscribing. Ow. I don't care if you leave a comment about how sucky I am. Go ahead and do that. I appreciate your interactions. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Frank. I'm well today on Tuesday. Feeling pretty good about most things. I try to do a live check-in every week or every other week or so. Not so much as I like to create content and, try to entertain people. I do have a cat. I have more than one cat. I have many cats. Many pretty kitties. My name is Frank. That is my real first name. I use FrankWhite as a pseudonym, as my, author name, if you will. Frank is good enough. If you watch my other videos, you can figure out what my last name is. I put it in my DNA ancestry video that I put out a couple weeks ago. Not trying to hide from nobody, not hard to find. Oh, wow, cool. Thank you for joining all the way from Bolivia. Sweet. Very interesting. Very cool. What can you tell us about Bolivia? What would you like to know about Arizona? That's where I'm from, United States of America, Arizona. Hello, the Star Girl, TAI. Palestine. No, really? That's awesome. Free Palestine. Always about that. Big prayers going out to the people in Gaza and Palestine. I hope everything becomes better as far as that goes. Anywhere where there are problems and people are suffering, I try to put a good energy into that. I wish y'all the best. I really do feel bad for y'all, and I'm happy you could be here and conversate. And if you have anything that you want to share or speak about, this is a safe place for you. Feel free to share it and speak about it. You will not be judged. You will not be censored. I have some friends, not many. Real friends, I don't have many. I'm 45. I lived a full life up to this point, kind of. And I've lost a lot of people due to many different things. So I do not have many friends. I do have my family, with my wife and my kids, and that's good enough for me right now. I would like more friends. Friends are good. Well, no, I don't have 68 million kids, but I have a few. But yeah, no, there are definitely, if that was a comment about people suffering in the world, that's definitely a fair amount to imagine. How many children are suffering in this world who definitely need, some support and strong people to stand up and speak about what's going on. No, I'm not wearing pink shorts. Actually, hold on. No, I'm dressed in all black today. Most days. I'm not a very colorful person. Sometimes I'll wear pink, but I usually like black, gray, and blue. Occasionally some greens and browns. A very earthly colored person, base wise. But pink's cool. I like pink. Ain't nothing wrong with pink. Whatever you could share. A lot of us don't know anything about Qatar. A lot of us don't know about Qatar. Can you please tell us about Qatar? Is that ASMR? I'm glad we could have a laugh together. That's great. Shout out to Little Draw G1D. Thank you for coming to my channel, and thank you for watching the live. Thank you for your comments. I hope you're having a great day, Little Draw. Thank you. Shout out. I am old. Can you tell? Currently, it is 3:11 in the afternoon. I think most people feel that way about children. They are the most precious commodity, and I don't even like using that word, but the most precious resource, even the most precious investment in our futures is our children. 1:12 a.m. So you're talking from the future. What's tomorrow like? What's your favorite type of music? Do you have any questions about America or Arizona that I could possibly answer? I live in Arizona. That's in the United States of America, the southwest part of America, right next to California. So we're next to California. We're in between California and New Mexico, and Old Mexico is right below us. We share borders with California, Mexico, New Mexico, and then we also have the Four Corners up north, which is like Nevada and Utah. Never been in New Jersey. I have never been. Maybe. Probably not. I would go if time and opportunity allows it. Why not? But I've never been to New Jersey. United States of America is a lot bigger, I think, than people from overseas understand. Like, it it would take you, if you're driving from one half, say from one side of America to the other, it's like three days of driving continuously. And if you stop and take breaks, it's going to be longer. So we have a whole lot of country out here. No, I did not. And I would not go to the World Cup. Soccer's cool, just not my thing. I've always appreciated soccer though, and yeah, shucks. Well, they don't give out free tickets for that stuff around here. It costs a lot to do those things in America. It costs a lot of money, as most things do right now. The cost of living is high, so some people get to do those things. A lot of us don't. Yeah, we do call it soccer. Yeah, I know. It's football. But the thing is that, obviously soccer was around before the American version of football, which, the NFL, that's what we call football with, our National Football League and everything. Soccer kind of came in afterwards, even though it was super popular, and everybody always liked soccer. It just, as a national sport for here in America, it's always been called soccer, because football for us is the game that you watch with, like, the Redskins and the Cowboys. Oh, you want to get political? Currently, I do not like Trump. I think, and currently, I don't like a whole lot of politics. I'm not really. The last 20 years of politics has kind of divided America and made it really hard for us to trust the system of government that we're currently experiencing. And no, at first I thought Trump was good because it disturbed and it stirred the waters of the political aspect. But the more that he's been here, he's not the answer, bro. Sorry, I don't like him either. He in a lot like other presidents and other political figures. For the most part, they don't care about the people. They're not doing their job. They're making money and they're making the world worse. Sorry, not sorry. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah. There's not enough being said about Palestine, and I imagine the more I talk about it on this live, then the more, the problems that we'll have, because they don't like to talk about Palestine here, friend. It's messed up. It really is messed up. I would love to get I would love to get into it because I've been speaking about free Palestine for years and years, even before the current situation. Like, but nobody wants to talk about it. They start calling you anti-Semitic if you challenge the Zionist view of things, which is messed up because Palestinians are Semitic. You are Semites. So if it's weird that we can't even talk about what's happening to people there because they call us racist and they call us anti-Semites and anti-Jewish by even questioning what's happening. It's not fair. It's not fair. No, no religion. I'm a pagan. I'm a heathen. I have no gods of any construct. I love nature. I'm trying to be in tune with Earth and all the people on it. No religion besides that. No religion. I think religion, as we think about it, is a construct to keep us divided from other people. Because if you don't worship the way I do, if you don't think the way I do, then you're a problem. And I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I think we're all human beings and we're all life. And we're supposed to be here to enjoy life and appreciate each other, even with our cultural differences, or how, you know what I mean? Like, we're supposed to embrace that. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. What if I told you, Zeus forgives you, like my Nordic descent, my Anglo-Saxon descent, my Irish, Scottish descent. Who cares what God you pray to? I don't. I don't care what God you pray to. And I hope that you don't judge me for my lack of religion or whatever you believe in. Respect to you, please respect me. Because I do respect you. I do respect you as a right to live as a human being, as a right to believe what you want to believe in. And, I'm 100% behind that. Never be afraid to share what you believe in and pursue that. I was raised very religious. Like, if you really want to know, like my whole religion aspect now is because I was raised under Jehovah's Witness propaganda, where it made me just question everything. So, like, along this journey, I've come to just be open-minded and respect everybody. I appreciate you for coming. Hope to see you again. Stay blessed. Blessed be, stay blessed. Free Palestine, I'm down with that. It's probably gonna make this video get like, they're gonna block this video because we said free Palestine too many times. I don't care. I don't care. Free Palestine, fuck yeah. Free every human being on this planet. Free yourself. Fuck yeah. I love you. Take care of yourself. Keep sharing the message. Never stop. Ryan Quest. Glad you can come. Thank you for your comment. Don't you love your dogs, though? I love my dog so much. Hold on. Speaking of dogs, blessings be upon thee. Still here. What you got going on? What you got cooking? Blessings. Orion Quest got some graphics and cool shit usually going on their channel. Make sure you check them out. Oops. Right now they are. Right now they're chilling. The puppies are chilling, but they could be crazy. I don't ever think to like whip out the phone when they're being nuts, but they can be nuts. Like the doorbell rings, or like the pizza guy comes or something. It's chaos. It's chaos. It's that time of the day though. It's super hot, so they're all just chilling inside. Well, almost all of them. Unfortunately, my baby Sheba, she stays outside because she's a killer. She eats cats and other small animals, so she can't come inside. She has a cool room. There's a cool room back there where she's shielded from the elements and stuff, and given plenty of cold water and everything. But yeah. I mean, I haven't seen her eat a cat or anything, but I've seen her eat birds. Like literally, I've walked out to the back, and she had a bird in her mouth, and I'm like, no, but it's too late. You know what I mean? Like she's like that. Apparently, because there's a little bit lore behind the German Shepherd that we have in the backyard. Because when we got her, we went trying to find her home. And people were aware of her and like, oh yeah, she runs around all the time, her and her mother, and they eat cats and birds. And I think that's kind of why the owners didn't want her back, because she was the way she was. But she showed up here, and she's been super, super awesome about keeping people out of our backyard. And, she hasn't eaten our cats yet. That's because we keep her confined from that situation. But she definitely eats birds a lot. Like I said, the first time I seen it happen, I wanted to try to help the bird, because it even made it made eye contact with me, and it's like, man, it's not funny, but I was like, no, Sheba, let me, but she's, and just, it was hard to deal with. Yeah, it was, like, yo, I used to hunt birds with the shot. I used to go shooting birds, right, like, when I was younger, and I didn't really have any sense of feeling bad about it, but when I seen that situation, I'm like, damn. The older I get, the more respect for life I have. That's all I can say. It was terrible. The crunch and the eye contact. Rough. Hey, Ken Kniff from Connecticut. What's up, Ken Kniff from Connecticut? So, are you an ICP fan or an NMN? I've seen you on other streams, man, and I wanted to ask the question. You like ICP or are you an Eminem fan? Ken Kniff from Connecticut. Oh, my dog leaves no traces. There might be a feather around or something, but usually there's just all of it. And I used to have a dog who did that too. My German short hair pointer, Basco. He was they're bred for hunting and for retrieving ducks and and birds and shit. And he would swallow fucking birds whole. Swallow them whole. Unlike this other one who crunched him. This one crunches him. Basco would swallow him whole. Let's get a shot of. She's so pretty. She just got a shave. She looks a little funky because we just shaved her down. It's so hot out here. We got to shave her hair. We left the hair on her head and then on her tail. She's such a good girl though. She's so pretty. We had to shave a lot of the fur off. It was like 3-4 inches of fur though, so thick. And when it's this hot out here in Arizona, My wife shaves her down every now and then, give her some comfort. But she's a killer for sure, and I don't blame her because some of these, some dogs are just the way they're bred. That's their, if not all dogs, maybe your little Pikachu's, and you know what I mean. They don't have the hunting aspect involved in their genetics, but I think like most dogs do. I'm gonna put you down for a second and roll a cigarette. So yeah, unfortunately, we do keep her outside, out back. We try to make it as comfortable as we can for her. Always checking on the water. We have like pool. We put a pool out here during the summer, usually where they can lay down and all that jazz. So I do back sometimes, but at the same time, it's a necessity. It's like if I let her in the house, then bad things are gonna happen. So we just make it work. Before we got these puppies, we were having a lot of weird shit happen where people. Okay, let's flip the camera. Put the camera on. I'll show you my backyard. So this is my backyard, and what we're looking at between this building and my backyard as an alleyway. There were literally people walking in through my fence access right here, walking through my backyard to this other access over here where you can walk through my front yard. When we first moved here, before we got the dogs, people were just walking through my shit, walking from the alleyway through my yard, and just like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even since we had the dogs, we've had issues with people being aggressive and trying to hit my dogs over the fence because they bark at them. Like literally, they walk too close to the fence and they think that Sheba will jump up on the fence. She puts her hands on the fence, her paws on the fence. She doesn't jump over it. She could if she wanted to. But I've sit here and watched people who were like, yeah, you barking at me, and then swung at her with their, I've said this before in other videos, swung at her with their backpacks and shit right in front of me. And I'm like, excuse you, what the fuck? You all right? You got a problem? Oh, your dog's barking at me, and I'll shoot that motherfucker. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Do you think you're the only motherfucker with a gun? Are you gonna threaten my animals inside my backyard and then threaten to shoot them too? People are crazy out here. This Arizona, it's definitely still the wild, wild west. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And I don't want to kill nobody, but I swear to God, if you attack my children, you come up in my house and attack my children, which include my dogs, we got a fucking problem, bro. We got a fucking problem, bro. You know? Good for you. That's my dream. Say I will too. Good for you. That's fucking sweet. I'm sick. Yo, the less contact I can have with people, at least, you know what I mean? I'm okay with that. I love people. I think we all love people. We all need people to help the vibration of being alive and enjoy being alive. But man, a lot of people are shit. Straight up garbage, dude. Straight up garbage, man. Oh, yo, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. Like I said, when I moved here, look, I'll show you. Let me show you. The sun. No. See this sign? This is in my backyard, facing the alleyway. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, a little bit. I've always been in the hood though, bro. Like, this is who I'm not rich. I can't afford to not live in the hood. I've always been in the hood. You know what I mean? Even though we have a nice house, it's like a fucking quarter-acre property in a historical zone of Casa Grande. Like, it's still the hood, bro. It's crazy. But if you cross the street, it's all green and shit over there, and you know, now we're talking about multi-$100,000 houses and shit just right over across the street, which we're actually moving to. You know, all things work out, we're actually moving across the street, across them metaphorical railroad tracks, if you will, up into a better echelon of people, just because we live somewhere. Fuck yeah, dude, it's not even paycheck to paycheck, bro. It's week to week, bro. Like, you know what I mean? The paycheck covers a lot of the shit, and then we have to supplement in between. Like, I go get food boxes twice a week. Twice a week, I go get extra food to offset the cost. You know what I'm saying? To keep things. Oh no, yeah, I don't have no water here. Like most Arizona landscape, we don't have grass. I would like grass. Oh, I love grass, but it's not feasible. But across the street, they have tons of grass. Yeah, and they spend all the fucking water on that shit, while they're telling us, oh, we should not water our lawn. You know, the city properties have tons of green grass in the middle of the fucking desert, while we don't. They tell us to save water and to this, that, and the other thing. Why they allocate it for data centers and corporations here in Arizona, or here in Casa Grande, where it's like we don't really have a we're a railroad town. So basically that's our biggest commodity. We have a railroad that runs through our shit all hours of the fucking day too. The fucking trains run. But that's what made this town, is it was a stop between Tucson and Phoenix, is a halfway point. So they're now trying to revitalize that. Instead of being like a boomtown middle desert, now they're trying to make it an industrial town, and they've allowed a lot of shit come in here, like Lucid and other big corporations, Frito-Lay, and where they're just consuming a lot of energy and water, not really giving a whole lot of opportunities. Sure, there's jobs to be there, but you know, the turnover rate seems to be retarded, ridiculous. The way that they come into town with these big job opportunities, it's temporary. It's a temporary influx, and it seems to be like a subsidiary for government, where they just get paid to be here, and we get nothing from it. We get nothing from it. They take resources from us. They take water. They take electricity. Everything. The cost goes up. You know what I'm saying? The imports go up. The taxes go up. We don't get shit for it. People get jobs for 6 months and they get laid off. Yeah, there's no middle class, bro. There is no. I think they're definitely trying to destroy that possibility of a middle class. They either want you, I don't know if they want you rich, but they definitely want you struggling. They want us to struggle. Ken Kniff, ICP or Eminem? Answer me. ICP or Eminem, bro? Ken Kniff. Because I know what that means, bro. I know what your name. Ken Kniff from Connecticut. Just curious. Nice. Mad respect to Eminem, especially the old shit. Not a huge fan much these days. Respect the stylings, respect the work that he put in, but Juggalo either. But I love ICP. So you like all the things behind ICP, the lore, the different characters that have been developed, Twisted, Ouija Mac, one of my favorite rappers right now. Ouija Mac, dope. He can rap, or maybe he can't rap like some of those old school cats want, but he captures the sound. Yeah. Orion says laborers, no time off, no vacation, no advancement, but they want to breed. Yep. It's exactly what they've been doing to society since before the Industrial Revolution, where they've created this new idea of what it means to be alive. It means you gotta look at the clock, you gotta be ready to go to work, you gotta put in your 8 hours, and if you're not clocking into a corporation, then you're a fucking miscreant. And this is the Industrial Revolution that they've used to fuck us up, bro, in my opinion, to further advance their currencies, further advance the divide, and take us away from who we really are as human beings. And I've been fighting against them my whole life, I swear to God. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's a power trip, and there's my dogs. Hold on. You old crazy? Get him. Do you want to go outside? Do you? Maybe. It's hot out there. Yeah. No, but I think the biggest... Yeah, big dog shit. These are my puppies. These are my babies. They're so pretty. I love my pitties. My rescue puppies. Found them on a rescue page for pit bulls. Had to have them. Well, I really wanted the one, and my wife was like, you can't separate them. You gotta take both of them. Orion, I won't go that far. I can't. Sorry. I'm not a cannibal. And I think that's a part of the propaganda about dividing us, about making those who don't have something feel like there should be anger about not having it, and they try to enforce that's an injustice somehow, and I don't go with that. I think the injustice is the system itself, but when people are winning at what they're doing, yeah, like the rich, the people who are able to capitalize and make the most out of it, morally, sure, I feel like we should question that. We should be allowed to question that. Do we eat them? I can't go there. I don't think that's right. I'm sorry. Do I want to be rich? Sure. Do I want to eat people to get there? No. And I think my idea of rich compared to the people that talk about eating is different. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to be rich in a way where I live comfortably and I can help people. And you know what I'm saying? I'm abundant. That type of rich is not the same rich as I feel like they feel like that's a threat. Kid Kniff, I rescued a cat 17 years ago and she's still right. Fuck, I love that. Much love, bro. Much love. What love exactly can you compare that to? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you welcome something into your life, people or animals, and you kind of save them, if you will, and you give them a better way of life, and they show you that respect by living next to you in love for the rest of their life. That's life. That's fucking beautiful. I love that. Put you down for a second. Well, who's to say who's first? Who's to say who's last? And what line are we standing in exactly? Does it matter who's first or last if we're all receiving the same fucking thing? If we're all receiving the same thing, does it matter who's first or last? Is that a variable that we don't need possibly to compare each other with? Like, I understand where you're going with the quote unquote of the Bible and shit. I have a lot of questions about the Bible. A lot. And they say the meek shall inherit the earth. I don't think I agree with that. I think the meek are the first to be killed off. I think, and maybe not the first, but definitely a big part of who's killed off first. And if we're talking about the end of the world and shit like that, and who's going to inherit anything, maybe the meek isn't the first threat. And sure, they get rid of the dissidents and the rebellious people first on the world stage to show the meek what they should expect if they speak out. That's crazy. How do they rank happiness? Ken Kniff, that's fair. I question everything, brother. Everything. Especially if they want to slap me in the face with doctrine that they say I can't question. I'm always going to do that. Respect to you. Mexico ranks 12 in happiness. US ranks 24. Okay. But they have beautiful real estate. And I think maybe that's what they have going for them, is that they're still in touch with their land and they're still enjoying their shit. Maybe they don't have as much regulation about being people in Mexico, but from over here, not something I want to do. Money is just paper. Money will not buy you happiness. I agree. And I think a lot of people who, and this is what I'm trying to figure out with the matrix and the energy and the law of attraction, I think some of us who are happy to begin with have a tough time attracting other things like money and abundance because we're already gifted with the ability to be satisfied and content and to make the best of life. So it feels like, and especially for me, like even at the worst times, I'm like, this is good. That when I'm like, I could use more money, the law of attraction is like, do you really need it though? And I'm trying to tell it, yes, I do. Because I could do great things with money. It's a tool. But my happiness does not require money. It's just enhanced by it, you know? And yeah, I'm also surprised that we rank as high as 24. Seriously, that's got to be a biased survey. I think probably as a whole, Americans are some of the most delusional, depressed, angry motherfuckers on this planet. We're all confused and we're all delusional because we have no fucking real idea. We have some idea what struggling is, but compared to a lot of the rest of the world, no clue. Like, we want to make hundreds of dollars a day when people in Africa are like, "Can I have $5? $5 will take care of me today." Kenyans, people in Kenya are like, "Hey, $5, I can feed my family for 3 days." You can't do that here. $5, you could barely buy a gallon of milk. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. The richest, most powerful country on the planet, has the hugest source of prisoners, our most incarcerated population on Earth, America, the highest taxes, and the hugest source of homelessness, America. We are divided. They've been doing a very good job of dividing us since the 60s, friend. Okay? My opinion. They've been working on fucking the American dream for, like, they talk about this war with Iran, and they keep mentioning, oh, for 47 years, Iran has been a problem. For longer than that, people have been trying to disrupt and destroy the American dream within and without the political system. They killed John F. Kennedy because he was like, nah, I want to talk about how they're keeping citizens imprisoned, and they shot his ass. Period. They don't want us to be happy. They want you to think that we're living real good over here. We ain't. We're not. We're doing okay. You know what I mean? Like, we're not Palestine. God bless Palestine. God bless Palestine. God bless them. If there's a God, bless them. If there isn't a God, humanitarianism, the energy that we could give to heal those people, bless them. I can't I can't lean any way or the other anymore. The government in America is fucking bullshit, bro. It's a lie. It's a farce. It's a scam. It's corrupt. We've watched it happen. You know how they've unfolded. Like the first time Trump lost, it was for us to accept the fact that your choice can lose, and they didn't stop the fact that they fucking took it from him, and he was complicit. He tried to fight back and blah blah blah, but when he got back in, he didn't do shit. He's talking about federal changes of elections and shit. He ain't doing shit, man. These motherfuckers are playing a game with us. It's a circus. It's divide and conquer. It's to get everybody all fucking enraged and shit, so there can have political divide. That's it. Because I was on track with Trump when he first came out. I'm like, yeah. I wasn't like, oh yeah, Trump's gonna save us, but I'm like, him against Hillary Clinton. I'm like, okay, the lesser of two evils. Doesn't mean he ain't evil, and I don't even like prescribing that to people about being evil. But as far as not caring, evil. He wasn't here to fucking save us. But I did think he had a better chance. He was speaking a whole lot of good shit. He riled up the other voting people who weren't riled up. Like when Obama got elected as a Democrat, the Democrats and even Republicans were hyped up because it was new and shit. And I think that's exactly what they did from the other side with Donald Trump. They hyped it up. They created a fucking star so they could do this, that. And meanwhile, they're not changing anything. They're making it worse. Name one thing. Name one thing this motherfucker's done that's helped us. I'm not challenging you and your beliefs as a person. I'm just saying, like, I fell off real quick. Real quick. With the COVID thing, The way that he was like, oh, we're gonna push out national Palestinians. We just all need to shut it down. New World Order, dude. 100%. New World Order, 100%. It exposed him. No matter how much he's talking about draining the swamp and fighting against shit. No, he's here to help it move forward. It's a wrestling competition. If you watch the WWE, it's just to encourage participation and enthusiasm. And like, oh, well, if I go vote, then the other side won't. This is your complicity. This is your consensual fucking act to allow what happens next. Oh, the most votes in history, even though he didn't get elected. What the fuck are you talking about? The system is fucked. They don't care what the people say. They don't care. They're gonna play. They're gonna play you. They're gonna beat us like a drum to make the next person that they want look as awesome as they can. And that's it. And that's it. He said a lot of good shit. Massey, you say you lean right. Look at Massey, bro. Constitutionalist is the only political party that I will stand behind. If not a libertarian who says leave us the fuck alone, I will stand behind the constitutionalist. And Thomas Massey is it, bro. These motherfuckers are paid for by Zionist money, AIPAC. All of them. All of them. All of them. Back in the 80s and the 90s, they used to have anti-lobbying laws where, you know what I mean? But nowadays, they kind of relax that shit, and AIPAC pays so much money to get these congressmen and congresspeople elected that the few people who don't accept the money are considered anti-American. Thomas Massey. One of the few people I've seen. I'm not saying stand behind everything he says. He's a constitutionalist. He's conservative. He's a constitutionalist first and foremost. That's what I'm saying. I don't care so much for right or left. I don't give a fuck. Agreed. Your comment says I'm for whoever is going to move us forward. I'm not really big into the parties. When I say lean right, values wise, that's it. But yeah, agreed. 100%. And it really seems like people are using the word forward instead of progressive. And we make progress doesn't necessarily mean a good thing. So I think we got to pay attention to, in the political norm and the conversation, the people using the word progressive, it's not the same as moving forward, okay? And I know that's not what you're saying. I'm just commenting on that. That's how my brain works. I do too, as well. I lean right on a lot of shit. When it comes to fiscal responsibilities and foreign policy, I lean right. When it comes to rights and inclusions and how we treat our populace, I lean left. I'm kind of a libertarian. I'm very moderate. Like, I'm very open-minded and shit. And what we really need is less fucking fighting. And I say this every time elections come up in my own little area or whatever I can comment on Facebook. When somebody says, I will fight for you. Bitch, we don't need you to fight. Can you go to work? Can you go to work and make something happen? We don't need fighting, because fighting gets nothing done. All right? We're all standing on principles. We're all standing on grounds of division and blah, blah, blah. We need to be progressive and to move forward. We need people to work together. It's my feeling on politics. And until they stop fucking saying, I will fight for you, I already know you're full of shit. If that's the first thing you say is, I'm going to fight for you, then I'm not fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you because you ain't fighting for nothing. You're going to create divide and nothing's going to get done. That's all. That's all I hear about that. I'm going to fight for you. Bitch, go to work. If that's your job, get it done. You know, I don't need you taking fucking social screenshots and fucking and showing how sad you are about shit. I need you to work and make the people better because of your work. I don't want to hear about your sorry ass butthole problems, bro. We've been fighting since '01, war after war. Iraq was a huge mistake. My brother went there twice. Yo, we have to stop complying with the idea that freedom isn't free. Freedom isn't free. People have to fight for it. Fuck you. What are you trying to say is people have to die for other people to be free? I'm sorry about your brother. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he went there twice. I respect the people who do the work. I will never talk shit about people who sign up for that. I talk shit about the system that makes it seem like it's a requirement for people to go overseas and fight somebody else for our freedom. Whack. Whack. Edit Hamburger says, we the people have been owned by the elites forever. They want us by brands of clothing, shoes, cars, what music, movies, and COVID really hurt the people's morals and took out the good. Followed by Ken Kniff. He was in the trenches, and if he was here, I think he would agree with most of what you're saying. I used to regret not enlisting. There was a period in my life where I sat back and I looked back at what I did when I turned 18 and to a certain point. I was like, man, if I just would have enlisted, maybe my life would have been better. And that belief came from, you know, the many people before me in my family who signed up and did shit for this country. I don't have any stories about them dying or losing their lives or anything. There's nothing great from that aspect I could share with you. But in my own time, I've come to realize what a fucking waste of energy that has become. Has it changed anything? How come? And I watched somebody a comedic bit where he was like, how come every time we go to fight for our freedoms, I become less free? Every time they go to war and they say it's for our freedoms, we lose more freedoms. Even since 9/11, before that, you know what I'm saying, when they took the gold away from us in fucking 1917 or whatever the fuck, look back, every step into war takes something away from us. And I hate to use the word forever, but that's how they present it. Because of this happened, you can no longer be trusted with this freedom. We're going to protect you. It's terrible. The next advancement for civilization will require us to not participate. Don't participate. Do not enlist. Do not sign up. Do not get behind the patriotism, unfortunately, which I swear to God, it's hard for me to say because I want to be a patriot. We're all born to believe that America and this, that, and other country that we live in is the best. But I'm not going to stand behind people being killed. For what? The fuck? All these wars, brother. All of them. All the world wars are based on lies. It's a public display. It's a it's a ritual to get the world behind it, and that's why they call it world wars, because they think they have everybody convinced about. It's a fucking show, and they use us meat puppets as part of their show. It's terrible. I don't want to. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Please don't let your kids play. It's not the like even when they were just fucking chewing people up in World War One and World War Two and fucking God, all of them. Did they come back to this country where they loved and praised? It's not worth it. They're all fake. They're all lies. And the elite continue to play games. Shit. So, yeah, they covered up the deficit of the Pentagon. They were missing money. They got audited. And that was the last audit ever on the Pentagon. 2 days later, 1 day later, whatever, they bombed the fucking towers. Nobody fucking asked them again. Until Trump says, hey, let's audit the Pentagon. Let's find out what... They still won't. They still won't. They're willing to kill you and me and a bunch of people instead of just answering. Yeah. It's sad, bro. It's sad. You know what's even sadder than seeing the people on the corner is the fucking vitriol that they're receiving for being on the fucking corner. And you see signs be put. I see there's signs in my city. Oh, do not encourage, panhandling. Fuck you. They're like, do not encourage panhandling. Instead, give us your money. They're creating fucking laws and codes in public spaces where you can't fucking just be. If you're homeless, you just can't be. You just can't be. You have to go somewhere else. You can't stay here. Disappear. I feel for the homeless, man. I'm this far away from being homeless, bro. And I've been homeless before. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. But they got money for bombs. They got money to fucking democratize fucking Ukraine and fucking Israel. Shit, bro, I've been on EBT. I've applied for it recently. I don't even think that's a racial thing, man. That's just class. That's just class, bro. You know, if you want to get into conversation about cultural ways of life, we can do that. But I think everybody is poor and everybody struggles. And everybody tries to get EBT. But they try to make that like a bad thing too, man. No, I don't think you was trying to say that, because you said including myself. We have to. Like I said, I go to fucking get food boxes twice a week, 3 times a week. The bills are paid, but sometimes we struggle to have food in the house. And it's not like they give you they don't want to give you EBT anymore either. Like we applied for that just to have a little bit of fucking, help. And we're still waiting for 3 months. We've been waiting to see if we're approved on that. So I go stand in line and get food boxes, which is very basic shit. I get potatoes, onions. We make that shit work. Yep. Oh, bro, fucking the outrage, dude. The fucking outrage. Usually, if they give you, I'm gonna put you down. Usually, when you get your benefits from EBT, that's for the month. So no matter what it is, you got to make that work for the month. You get $88. That's for the month, 4 weeks, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up because you know where EBT comes from is it's a tax subsidiary where they pay farmers for their food. They're buying the food from farmers to reintroduce into the economical system. Nobody's losing from getting EBT. This is unless you want to dive dive into the fucking government spending and waste. This is not a losing situation for the citizen. Okay, but people are divided about EBT here in America. They're like, nah, who deserves? You don't deserve it. Just go to work. They say that shit until they fucking lose their job. Until they fucking lose their job and they need some fucking help. I'm gonna put you down for 1 second. Very curious still what Matt Brown used to use when he was doing his live things. Did he have a little stand on his phone? Like, how did he always kept himself in frame? I don't like holding my phone like that. I got to roll a cigarette. I'll put my phone down. Hold on. Let me put it down. Oh. But now I can't see nothing. I can't read nothing. Mad respect to Matt. Like, dude, 100%. Matt had skill. Matt had, even if he didn't realize it, like, the ability to connect with human beings is a skill that is definitely slowly being weaned from us, slowly being taken away from us. You know, the ability to connect with human beings through a genuine heart, plus his technical skills. Yeah, man, I agree. I think what kept me in trance with a lot of his production videos was that I'm like, damn, he took a lot of time to do that, and I respect that shit. No worries, Orion. I'm not sure if it's Edith Hamburgy. I agree. As far as foreign policy, stop funding 173 countries. Okay, can we keep some of that money here? Can we support our people here in America? That'd be great. That'd be fucking fantastic. But I think they don't do that because it's a money laundering system with Congress. All members of fucking Congress, the Senate, all of them who are elected officials, are being paid to do this. This is why the disconnect is apparent. When you see the Congress and you see the fucking city councils passing shit that we don't agree with, it's not because it's because they don't care. They only want to get paid. They're not elected. They want to get elected by us, and they do whatever they can to win our approval. But once they're there, they don't give a fuck. They win. They get paid for life. They're fucking millionaires all of a sudden. How the fuck, from a bartender, AOC, you're a bartender, you're barely 25 years old, and all, you're a fucking multimillionaire. Fucking, you know what I'm saying, the other Nancy Pelosi. How the fuck you make a $65,000 a year, but you're worth 80 million? What the fuck? What the fuck? We can't no more. We can't be patriots no more. We can't. Patriots for what? There's nothing to stand behind. It's nothing to stand behind no more. I'm sorry. This ain't about America. It's not about fucking United States of America no more. Make America great. That's why Trump was riling up the fucking people that he riled up, man. Because we wanted to be patriotic and shit. At one point, we're like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. America. Never meant to be for America. He lied. Am I mad at the people who got fucking brainwashed? No. Because we wanted some fucking real shit. We wanted some real fucking answers. And I can't judge the people for being angry. I can't. I can't be mad at them. Am I mad at them if they're still fucking standing behind the dude? Yeah, probably. But I'm not going to let that fucking ruin my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't play that shit no more. Fuck you. It's not about America. I'm buffering. That's okay. Sorry if I'm buffering. Yep. Cancel insider trading. Cancel all Congress from making it a career. Congress is a civil fucking servant job. It should not be a career. It should not be a fucking lifetime stock. It should not be insider trading. You should be serving America. And the point where that was lost, that's when we were lost. America is lost because of that. You see these motherfuckers saying, oh, my greatest service is to represent, and here's where I'm gonna get canceled, because I'm gonna say Israel. I'm gonna say it. Because AIPAC and Israel is shaping the politics now. And if you don't support that, you're a racist. I think the biggest thing we can do is to not enlist. Is to not comply. Don't pay the fucking... You know what, taxes are voluntary, right? Like every year that you sign that little paper, your W-2, your W-4, whatever the fuck. That's a consensual agreement. Not legal. As far as if you don't sign it, they can't enforce you not signing it. They'll make it hard for you to make money. They will make it hard for you to bank within the system. But it's voluntary. All of it. Signing up, paying taxes, voting, we're all complying voluntarily to the system. And if you're not happy with it, just don't. Don't. Encourage others to not comply. My opinion. That's a good rebellion. Just stop playing the game. Fuck them. And go ahead, come to my door and ask me questions. I've been asking you for a decade to come to my door and ask me questions. But they don't want to because I'm a small person and there's really no question to be asked. And they know I'm not a threat. I'm never, ever going to do something crazy. They know I'm coming from a place of fucking just introspective for society. I'm behind not standing behind anybody. That's what I'm behind. I my own government. I'm not gonna stand behind it. You know, the whole idea, in my opinion, of Israel is fucking convoluted so much that how the fuck could I possibly stand behind it? And they're talking about merging militaries. It's a bill in Congress about merging Israel and us. I don't think it's gonna pass, but at this point, it doesn't even need to pass. We pay them fucking so much money every year without a bill. There's bills in act. There's been bills in action where we pay them millions of dollars every year. For what? For what? Why do we have so many people here in America struggling to live? And we're sending money to other countries. Wow. I don't care for that. I don't care for that. The restrictions on EBT. See, that's the type of shit I don't agree with. And I've had these conversations for the last 15 years as well. Like, oh, how come people on EBT get to buy steaks? How come they're drinking soda and they get treats and they're bleh. Fuck you. Fuck you. Who gives a shit what they're fucking eating and how they're spending the? You know, it's a limited amount of money. Now it's whatever. Fuck you. Who cares what they're eating? That's not towards you in the comments. That's my argument to people who were like, oh, how come people on EBT get to buy steak and crab? I'm a working dude and I can't even buy a hamburger. But you're mad at the EBT cast instead of the system, huh? Yeah, that's who you want to be mad at. The fuck? Stupid. How come fast food workers get a minimum wage of $15 to $20 an hour? Meh. The idea of fighting about money is stupid, is what I'm saying. Like, there's enough to go around. It's all imaginary, anyways. The whole system to control it is retarded and needs to be taken away. So we, the people of the earth, can actually live happily. The fuck? Yeah, they don't. No, they get mad because, like, oh, I'm paying your taxes and then now you're eating steak. Why are you paying taxes? You don't question anything else your taxes go to, but you're super mad about people eating food off your taxes. You don't get fucking mad about the bombs dropped on other countries with your taxes, but you're pissed off about people eating steak or receiving help. Fuck. What's wrong with you, man? That's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. We've lost. America is not what we think it is. Do you like my wife's painting? It's Jeebus. Hey, for those who are not aware, I do have a Discord where we can continue the conversation freely without the live. I will leave a link somewhere on this post. We could just talk all the time. It doesn't have to be on a live, doesn't have to be on a video. We can grow and share and connect together off screen. If you're interested, please think about clicking it for the hangout. Shit. Yep. Yup. It's just an ignorance, man, of like, from top to bottom. And I think the real key and the key is, this is it, to fix everything, and this is the key to moving forward for the next stage of civilization, for society as we know it, for human beings on this planet. You have to let this shit go. You have to love each other, and you have to work together just for the sake of being alive and making life better. Like, instead of divide and conquer, work together. But they know there's too much power there, and they want to control that shit. And that's why we have not yet evolved to the next stage. But it's coming. It's being forced upon them. I would love a GoPro. Thank you. I'm working towards laptop, GoPro, all that stuff. We're getting there. I'm almost to 500 subscribers where I can start monetizing some of this content and, make my productions better. We have to let a lot of shit go for us to move forward. That's it. Like, we don't even have to discuss about how bad it feels or the wrongs and all that shit. We just have to move forward sometimes. I'm sorry. They're probably fucking with me because I said Israel too many times. Can you hear me? I'm gonna leave a link on this video. We could talk later. Thank you for coming. Merry Tuesday. I do appreciate you guys' interactions very much. Free Palestine. Free the human being. Free yourself. It starts with you. What can you do to free yourself right now? What's the biggest hindrance that tells you you can't be free? Destroy it. I love y'all. You can do it. You will do it. We will do it together. Thank you for joining. Join the Discord and let's continue the conversation. Please check out my other videos. I got music. I got AI parodies. All sorts of stuff I've been doing here on YouTube for many years. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you commenting. Much respect. Peace.